welcome back to Spider's Web. In this video we're going to be having another unboxing session, and as you may or may not be aware, we've already done the first part of this. We're now doing the second part. It is Kickstarter time once more with Cthulhu, a deck building game. Okay, here we are with Cthulhu, a deck building game. As you can see, the artwork is very similar to the first video we did. In fact, the artwork is very similar on the box to the original game. Let's have a look at the back. I'll take the wrapper off so hopefully we see it better. Cooperative deck building game set in a Cthulhu world. The elder gods greet and invite you to participate in trying to save your wretched existence. The stars are aligning soon, and only those who have dared to piece together the clues from the mythos know who's coming. Do you and your fellow investigators have what it takes to save everything? I think not. You cooperatively work with fellow players as investigators to banish the elder gods and their minions by using Moxie, which is a force of character, determination or nerve, to reduce their health to 0. If you banish the elder gods before they reduce all of the investigators' health or sanity to 0, you win the game. Ages 14 to Cthulhu, 45 to 120 minutes, 1 to 6 players. The game contents are 12 elder gods, 21 investigators, 11 unique minion cards, 101 in total, 43 unique mythos cards, 103 in total, 69 unique library cards, 180 in total, 60 starter cards, 10 combat trackers cards, 24 health and sanity pointers, 1 card divider tray, and 1 instruction journal. A total of 487 cards. So that's what's inside. Let's have a look at them, shall we? We remove the lid, and here's the Investigator Handbook. There we are. Yeah, very similar to the one we saw. It has 24 pages, and there we are. There's no diagrams, unfortunately. No, not many diagrams. The diagrams are there just to prove the points, or to point out certain things that you'll find on the cards. They're not there to show examples of gameplay. Right, what we have is the same layout as the previous one. Lots of cards, more cards, card dividers, Cthulhu counters, investigator things. The only thing we don't have in this one is a die. So let's have a look at our player characters first of all, and we'll lower the camera. Right, we have the bartender, the curator, the engineer, the professor, the aviator, the detective, the boxer, the priest, the carney, the doctor, the psychiatrist, the hunter, the mortician, the librarian, the grifter, the gardener, another time traveller, a magician, grandma, a journeyman, and the mobster. There we are. They are the player characters. Okay, again we get the Cthulhu clips. You've seen these in the last video. Just have another look at them just in case you haven't seen the last video. That is what they look like, and they clip on to the cards to show health and sanity. Sorry, this will be health and this sanity in this one, I think, by the look of it. I may be wrong. It looks like it. I don't know now. Oh well. No, I think Yeah, I've got a clue. No, I think this will be still health and this will be still sanity. seems odd, changing them around. I don't think they'll have done that. Okay, so we've got those clips, and we've got, again, these little divider cards. Now what I can actually do is put everything into one box, mix them all up and just have one game. I may do that, then again I may not. I'm not certain yet. But we have, again, cards, 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 cards and cards. So let's open up, sort out the decks, and then we can see what there is, shall we? So, start off with these. These ones say minions on them. Are they all minion cards? Yes, they are. These are all minions. This says library on them. I wonder if they're all going to be library cards. I don't know. Let's have a look. Library, 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 library. No, they aren't all library cards. We have some logbook cards here. Library, library, library. They're the library cards. I'll pop them there. Logbook cards. We'll go here. Elder God cards. We'll go there. Next we have Mythos cards. Don't have any of these open yet. So let's see what we have. Are all these Mythos cards? Yes, they are. I don't think there'll be splits anymore in the middle. Next we have another deck of cards. Library cards this time. We already have some library cards. Are all these library cards? Yes, they are. So we'll put them on top of that deck of library cards. And finally we have another deck which says library cards. Oh, which says library on it, not library cards. Now are these all library cards? Yes they are. Okay, so let's have a quick look through these ones. I'm not going through all the library cards because there's so many. Let's just have a look through these. In this, again, you get gear, spells, allies, locations, all sorts of weird and wonderful things. They will need a shuffling before we start playing, so I'm not too fussed, to be honest, about getting them all out of order. Next, let's have a look at minion cards. Behemoth the Devourer, Blue Flame Eternal, Cultists. What do we have? Fire Vampire. I'm not going through all of them. We're just going to have a quick look at Incorporeal Demons, Mergal, Starspawn, Tarantula, Thousand Young, Unholy Abomination, Zombie. There we are. That's basically them. There's probably a lot more cards in there, but I'm just going to stick to that. Next, we have the Mythos cards. We have Arachnophobia, we have Atlantis, Capsize, Deja Vu, Firefly Infestation, Pestilence, Darkness, Yellow Sign, Touch of Death, Vampiric Embrace. Let's have a quick look here. So we have Elder Gods cards, we have Investigator cards, which we've looked at, Minion cards, which we've looked at, Mythos cards, which we've just looked at, Library cards, which we've had a quick look at, Some of the starter cards will be in the library section, I think. So let's have a quick look and see if we can find those. Because these will probably need to... there we are. Starter. Okay, so we'll keep them ones separate. I should have done that in the previous box. So we have this set of cards, which will be the library deck, equipment, action cards, spell cards, etc. We also have library cards that are starter cards, and these will contain the sleuth cards. A lot of these sleuth cards, because you'll probably get a lot of those cards dealt out to you. Stagger cards, and that's about it really. As you can see, the stagger cards in this are quite different. They're just that, whereas in the Horror in Dunwich, they are they're different stagger cards. Logbook is exactly the same. You've got your planning stages, your combat stages, and your monster health. There, and finally the Elder Gods. Let's see whether we've got them all. Yeah, I think that's everything. So we have Hastur, the King in Yellow. Human himself, Cthulhu, Cthugha, Azathoth, Atlak Nacha, Afumzar, Yog Sothoth, Yidra, Unhash, Chuluka, Shub-Niggurath, and Nyarlathotep. There we are. They are the cards and the contents of Cthulhu, a deck building game. Once again, as I say, I'm going to have to have a look and check to make sure I've got every card that I should have, and that's going to take a little bit of time. I'm not going to do that now or on camera. I will let you know. Hopefully I will be able to do it and let you know when I do the comparison between the original deck building game and this particular version of it. But until next time, as always, hope you've enjoyed this video. Take care, God bless, and bye for now.